Steph Caruana.
Alright.
You used to work with us, then you took a year sabbatical, which turned into two. And you went to Cambodia to volunteer.
Yes.
What was that all about?
That was one big experience, on many different levels, of course, because it affects you on many aspects of your life. Basically, I was representing a local NGO, and we were partnering with another NGO in Cambodia, and I was doing a lot of different things over there. Mainly, I was coordinating volunteers, taking care of volunteers in the sense seeing to their needs and adjusting to being in a foreign culture, so on and so forth, and anything else that comes along, project development. So I was there for quite a few months, so of course my role developed as I went along.
So did you do it for yourself or to help other people?
A very important question, I think. I think primarily most people who choose to volunteer, they choose to volunteer to do it for others. So sort of there's this idea, I think, out there that I go to do voluntary work because I want to help. I mean, I asked this question to many different volunteers along the months that I spent volunteering. I used to ask a lot this question: why are you here? What makes you volunteer? And people say, because I want to help. That's typical answer. And I think most people genuinely go with that motivation, primarily. However, I think when you're there, you think that the old cliche, it's a cliche, where you say you get more than you receive, you receive more than you give. You hear it a lot, but I think it is a cliche, but I think it's true. And because, but what's beautiful about it is that you don't go with the intention of receiving, but at the end of the day, you end up receiving.
What if you do go with the intention of receiving?
And that is beautiful. That is absolutely, I mean, I said what most people, or perhaps what most people state as reason, but so like if you ask them, most people I think would say, I go to give. But deep down, or maybe in their heart of hearts, so without them even realizing, people, we are like that. We would be expecting something in return. And if that's
whether okay.
That's 100%
because
okay,
you're still doing good to others,
100% okay.
Even if you're just doing it for yourself.
So whether you're saying it or not saying it, whether you're aware of the fact that you're doing it for yourself or you're not aware of it,
as long as you do it respectfully.
As long as you're doing it respectfully and you're not doing it when you say I'm going because I'm doing it for myself, I'm not going so that I get a power trip out of this, or that I feel that I'm superior or that I'm better than other people.
So you must have seen a lot of volunteers.
Yeah, not bad.
What kind of person does this? What kind of person?
No, a variety, Matt, a variety of people. I mean, young people and people who are looking for what to do in their lives. So volunteering could be a way of opening up like a venue for you, like people who are exploring what they want to do and they're not sure what they want to do. So they say, let me just volunteer a little bit and see if this is what I want to do, because it's a safe place where you can experiment and explore. I met volunteers, which was really beautiful. Volunteers who felt, individuals who felt that somehow this is their definition, okay? Somehow they did some wrong in their life, so they wanted to give back, like they wanted to correct, kind of thing.
Energy.
Yes.
Put some good energy back.
Put some good energy there. I've done something which I regret. Unfortunately, I cannot go back and of course erase what happened. I realize what it is, so now I want to do something different. I've also encountered volunteers who were there as a couple or as a family, which was also very beautiful. Yes, and I think that is a quite unique experience for a family, and after having experienced that, something that I really recommend, for people, like if you're thinking of taking a family holiday, why not put in some volunteer? And as we know, I mean,
how do kids benefit from this?
In many different ways. First of all, if kids are at a young age, of course they can't be too young, they're old enough. old enough to kind of be able to adjust to a different culture, but the fact that they're there, encountering a different culture, seeing a new reality, viewing life from a completely different perspective, that is broadening their mind. It's the best education, for my opinion, it's the best education you can give to a child. Plus also, sorry I stop you, plus also the modeling. We learn so much. We know this, it's a known fact. Children learn so much when from what we do, not from what we say.
I'm glad that you didn't mention, because I hear this quite often, that they see people who are less privileged than themselves, so they appreciate what they have. Which I think that is more about us.
Yes.
And I think that gives us the level of superiority as well.
Yes. Personally, I don't like using that word, the less privileged and the more privileged. Although it's a fact that, in some ways, perhaps it's there, it's a reality, so maybe in some ways we do have privilege. I think what's important is that we recognize it and we don't abuse it. We don't use it as like, so because I have privilege, then I am more powerful.
But talking about let's go there and help people.
Yes.
It's much better than going there and feeling superior and comparing. You see, you have this bad, look at this person where they live, where they sleep.
Yes. I think one of the mistakes, or I don't know, whatever, but one of the things that we do, and perhaps we need to grow into in order not to do again, is that we go with this attitude that we are better. Because we are not better, we are different. And in fact, I always
Same
but
but different.
Same but different. This is very typically very common phrase in Southeast Asia, actually, which is my experience where I spend most of my time.
And as a family, I think it's a very good team building exercise as well.
Totally.
Because you're getting the family out of their comfort zone.
Exactly.
They're going to a place where they need to stick together, and they're going through all these new experiences together. So that helps you bond usually as a family.
In an environment which is unfamiliar, and where I don't
yet
have to
safe,
come,
because there's organizations like the ones you work for, which are giving you contacts and
exactly. And where you're out of your comfort zone, where you don't have the usual comforts, the usual familiarity, and that is a big learning experience. It's a big learning experience.
I think that's all from us. Thanks, Steph, and thanks for coming back as well. We'll miss you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. Happy to be back.